Today I'm sharing part 3 of re-swatching my entire nail polish collection. So today we're going to be redoing the reds and the pinks. And basically at this point I just have left the neutrals, the blues, the greens, and then the purple / raspberry polishes. So I'm actually going to be, I plan to do 5 videos in total in this mini series. That is my goal. So I have not decided yet if at the end of part 5, if I want to share the new organization that I plan to implement in my nail cabinet, or if I want to do like a separate video on that. I actually have not, when I filmed this video, which was actually back in May, I have not hung any swatch sticks up because I was like, get everything re-swatched, let everything dry for a couple of days, and then we decide what we're going to do. That was the plan. So like I said, I haven't decided when I want to share what the new organization is going to look like, because I'm still trying to figure that out in my head as I was filming this video. So yeah, that's a to be determined thing. So basically, for anyone who is watching this video and hasn't seen part 1 and part 2 yet, basically the reason why, and I'm just going to briefly sum it up, the reason why I'm re-swatching everything is somehow my nail polish swatch sticks managed to get fused / glued together. It started off with one color family, and I re-swatched it at the beginning of the year when I noticed it, and I was like, oh, okay, we're done. It's a fluke thing. It's just this little group of colors here. But then as the months continued into this year, I looked over all the swatch sticks and I noticed that this was happening even more. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna start over, re-swatch everything, and we're gonna hope that by re-swatching, doing a new, organization system, we're gonna hope that this prevents this from happening again. Now, I will be completely honest that I was thinking about, like, what am I going to do if once I get everything re-swatched, and then like how many months down the road or a year or two from now, if I go in there and I'm like, wait a second, this is happening again, like everything's getting fused together again. To be honest, I'm probably just going to chuck all of my nail swatch sticks into the trash can and be done and not do the swatch sticks anymore. However, I am also thinking about the possibility of actually doing like a binder system. I haven't decided what I want to do yet, but this is definitely a project that I don't want to repeat every couple of years, to be honest. I know that sounds really bad. Like, I love my nail polish collection. I love doing nail related projects. I love organization. Organizing is actually one of my favorite hobbies to do, but this is one of those projects that I was like, I kind of don't want to do this. But I was like, you know what? You're going to do it, because once you get it all done, once you get everything reorganized, you're going to feel better and you're going to be happy. So that was like the mentality that I had going into this little project that I had here. I will say though that this time around, re-swatching everything, it was actually much easier for me compared to when I originally swatched my entire nail polish collection, which was a couple of years ago. And that was because at the time I had like way more polishes than I do now, because at the end of last year I actually went through and got rid of a ton, which I was super proud of myself for. And then right before I started this series, I actually got rid of even more. So I was more proud of myself for that too. I actually went in and got rid of the polishes that are no longer available to link, because I figured there is no point in me keeping those in my collection, even if I may like them, because I want to be able to link my polishes that I have. So this project is definitely, it is like I'm spacing it out and like when I do it type thing. So it's taking me longer in that aspect. But sitting down and doing it, it is much quicker because I don't have as many polishes to re-swatch, if that makes sense. So basically, once I did this grouping here, I actually went in and I ordered some more swatch sticks off Amazon. I actually did have a couple of handfuls of swatch sticks left that I'm obviously going to use first before I use the ones that I just got from Amazon. But basically, like I said, I wanted to use up all the extra swatch sticks that I had in my collection before I got new ones. So I'm actually really happy that the amount of swatch sticks that I had actually managed to get me through a good portion of my re-swatching that I had to do. So I was really happy about that. But I did get some new ones just so that I had some buffers. Anyway, one of the, I guess you could say, best slash funniest thing about doing a project like this is, I'm sure that I'm not the only one who has this, but basically I wear the same like 10 polishes on repeat. Like, I got my pink I wear all the time. I got the blue I wear all the time. I got the green I wear all the time. I got my favorite chrome purple that I wear all the time. Like, I'm sure that all of us have those polishes that we just wear on repeat like that. And so when I was doing this, I actually found, from part 1, part 2, part 3 here, I found, and I'm sure when I do part 4 and part 5, I'm going to find even more like this. But basically, I am finding more polishes that I have not worn in quite a while. And I'm like, oh yeah, I used to really love that polish. I used to wear that with this. I used to, you know, do this design with this. And that's really fun for me because now it's getting me more inspired again to wear those colors that I used to love, that I just somehow threw into one of my drawers and it got buried underneath other polishes and I forgot I had it. So yeah, I am definitely planning on doing a lot more color combinations this year, and I really want to start doing I really want to start working on improving certain nail techniques because I want to make some videos on those, like water marbling and chrome. But I also really want to start using a lot more of like the nail art type stuff that I have in my nail cabinet, because I feel like I keep doing the same designs, which I do enjoy them. I have my favorite, you know, nail techniques to do, but I do want to start doing some other type of techniques, which I'm really, really looking forward to. And I really want to use like my nail foils, things like that. So this definitely, seeing some of these polishes that I haven't worn in a while, it has definitely got me more inspired, which I was really happy about. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I feel like my voice sounds a little off, like scratchy wise. And basically the reason why my voice is scratchy, I mean, my voice could sound fine to other people, but to me, my voice sounds a little bit scratchy. And the reason why that is I have been doing a lot of voiceovers lately. I love doing my voiceovers. I love working on my YouTube channel in general. But I will be honest that my voice is definitely starting to give out on me. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. When it comes to how I run my YouTube channel, I prefer to have like the month in advance planned out in my little small calendar thing, daily planner wise. And I like to have those videos filmed, edited, voiceovered, and then put onto my laptop for the following month. That way when the next month comes around, I can just upload those videos, and I just keep the main videos on my computer and I keep the YouTube shorts on my phone. And so this month I wanted to bring back a couple episodes of a series that I've not been doing in a while, and I definitely have made some longer videos for this month. And while I enjoy doing the voiceovers for them, I've definitely, I think, been slightly overdoing my vocal cords. So if I sound a little bit scratchy, that's why. My voice, I will say though, my throat is definitely a little bit scratchy and it's a little bit sore. So, you know, I'm hoping I do not lose my voice. And like I said in part 1 and part 2, I'm actually going to be sharing my entire nail polish collection in this series here. Now, when I do edit these videos here for this series, I do speed them up a little bit, so it's not like really, really fast, but I do speed it up enough. That way, the video is not really, really long. And like I said in part 1 and part 2, I am using, because like I said, I am using up the swatch sticks that I had originally in my collection before I get into the new ones. I had multiple different sizes and lengths and shapes of swatch sticks in my nail collection that I need to use up. So my swatch sticks are definitely all going to be different lengths and different shapes because I was trying to get those used up. So they're definitely not all going to be the same size and the same length, and that's okay. We are almost done with part 3 here. Like I said, I'm showing every single nail polish in my collection at this point. Now, obviously, when I say that, I'm swatching all the polishes, but I'm not going to be swatching like the backup polishes of like one color. So for example, if I have one pink polish that I love and I have 4 other bottles of that same pink, I'm not going to be swatching all bottles of those. I'm just going to be doing one. Hopefully that makes sense. This polish right here definitely looked more purple, but I'm keeping it in the red group because it definitely looks more red when you get the second coat on it. But yeah, I will be honest that when I was swatching or when I was filming this video, I was like, wait a second, should this polish be in this category or should this be in the raspberry category? There was some debating going on in my head with this one. So when it comes to part 4, I have no idea what color families I'm going to be choosing from. I have 4 color families left, so it's going to be obviously 2 of those color families. I just haven't decided yet. But like I said, I'm actually really happy with how fast I am doing this project, and I am hoping that by redoing all of this, it is going to prevent this from happening again. And I'm actually also really happy I did this because it gave me an opportunity to just get rid of all of the swatch sticks from the polishes that I got rid of, because I did not think to get rid of those swatch sticks when I did the decluttering for some reason. So I just grabbed the entire swatch stick coloring and I just basically threw everything into the trash can, and I was like, we're starting over, which I was very happy about. So that is it for today's video. Like I said, today is part 3, and I am planning on doing 2 more parts to the series, and there is a playlist on my channel now.